Salve a tutti e benvenuti in questo nuovo video. Tra poco seguirà l'intervista che abbiamo fatto insieme a Nicola durante il Damnation Fest a RK Post, uno degli artisti più importanti e rilevanti del mondo di Magic. E colgo l'occasione anche per ringraziare Boose MTG e tutti quanti i ragazzi del suo team che mi hanno dato spazio e modo per fare questa intervista, e vi auguro buona visione.
Okay, we're here at Damnation Fest with RK Post, and he is a Magic the Gathering artist since 2000. 1998.
25 years.
Yes.
Well, almost 26.
And we're gonna ask you a few questions to get to know you better, and both as an artist and maybe hopefully as a person.
Okay. All right.
And the first question I'm gonna ask you is how's your way of producing the artwork change during the years since you started and now?
Good question. Okay. So in the beginning, it was a little more experimental because I was learning how to use oil paints. And then I would say in the early 2000s, I figured out a way of doing it, and I still sort of do it the same way.
Okay. So basically, as I've understood from some of your past interviews, you do a sketch,
Yes.
and then you paint on top of the... No, never.
No, so what I do is I will do a sketch, and then I will scan it in the computer.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is I'll clean it up in Photoshop, and then usually add some tones, some gradients and variants and tonalities for lights and darks. And then that is monochromatic, and then I'll print it out. I'll mount that to Masonite, and then I'll paint on that.
Okay.
So the sketch is separate.
Okay. Sure. You work on a lot of art for Magic, but my question is, what's your favorite art? Not because maybe it's something that is especially beautiful, because I think they all are in a way, but maybe something that some art that has memories attached to it.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, for me, I think one of my personal favorites is Unmasked from Arcadian Masks. I don't know. For me, it turned out the best. But there's a couple of covers I did for an RPG called Alternity. It was produced by TSR Wizards of the Coast.
Okay.
And I liked how they turned out as well. But Unmasked, I think is probably at the top.
That's all.
Yeah.
And since everybody asks you, do you know where the original art is?
Okay. So, a few years ago, I sold it, I want to say maybe more than 15 years ago. And I sold them to a couple. And then, they lived their lives, they did whatever, and I didn't really think about it much after that. But then maybe within the last 5 to 8 years, I started hearing stories about it got sold to this person did this, and then he moved over here, and then he did this, and then the stories are crazy. And then fast forward a couple of years later, I heard from the original woman who bought the painting. She still has it.
She still has it.
I heard her husband got divorced, but she still has the painting. And
it's a treasure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And do you think she will keep it for the rest of her life, or you will buy to have eventually because you like it very much?
Here's the thing. I think perhaps one day she will realize how valuable the painting is, and we'll maybe sell it. But I think for now she enjoys it.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily direct people to her. But if I contact her and I said, well, if you're aware of what the value is, maybe put it on Heritage or something like that and see what we'll get. But
Okay. So, since there is also Jeff here,
Yes.
and you both had Mark Nelson as a teacher,
Yes.
I would like to ask you, what role has he had behind being a teacher to you?
I'm doing this because of that guy. So my last year of college was 1994, and he was doing freelance work for comics and games, like for TSR, doing D&D stuff. He was Northern Illinois University, and TSR was located in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. It's drivable. So we went up together, we had the introductions, and I started freelancing before I graduated college.
Okay.
So, and that's why I do all of this today.
Okay. And so, also regarding college, I know by other interviews that you dropped vet school, right?
Oh, I finished.
You finished vet school.
I have a veterinary.
Veterinary.
That was right at the beginning. That lasted like once.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because, and I would like you to ask, how did your relatives took your choice to move from vet school to art? Because
there wasn't any controversy or anything. It was, I would say, probably my grandparents on my mother's side.
it's not
I was gonna say no. I wouldn't say they were disappointed or anything, but curious. What I would do
Okay.
for a living. I guess I don't know. I was curious too.
You showed them.
Yeah, I got. Well, I mean, they passed away years ago. But yes.
And that's it for the question. Thank you very much for your time. I hope
My pleasure.
they were not boring.
No.
And thank you very much again for your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.